Hey brave ones, did you know that there are two types of myths? One which is harmless. For example, if you like this video 3 times, you will actually save it in your playlist. Or two which are harmful and can severely endanger your growth and ability to make money on Instagram, YouTube, etc. So watch this video to the end in order to learn 5 harmful myths on Instagram. For those of you who want to save time, I will list out the 5 myths on the screen right now. If you want to learn more about them and how to avoid them, make sure to stay till the end, in which I also have featured a surprise for you. So, myth number 1. You can't monetize prior to 10,000 followers. And this is such a bullshit myth. Why? Because I and many others have monetized way before 10,000 followers, and this is the norm. Most accounts on Instagram, most business accounts, they don't even have 10,000 followers, and yet they have the ability to monetize. How they are able to do this? Quite simply, go and watch my 0 to 90k followers in 9 months video, and you will find out how to grow, but at the same time how to build meaningful connections. In this video, in tip number 2 and tip number 3, you will learn how you are able to monetize and how you are able to build an audience which will give their money without the hassle. But in short, there is no magical number after which messages from clients immediately start flooding. The truth is that monetization comes when trust, which can be built in a lot of ways, not only the follower count, plus value are combined in an offer that can solve problems for your clients. Myth number 2. If you don't hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon, your Instagram hashtags won't work. I'm joking. Or am I? There's only one way to find out. Go and hit it. Okay, the real myth is that you shouldn't reuse hashtag set. And why is this a myth? Well, because there is no proof to say that this is a bad thing. People say by reusing your hashtag sets, Instagram thinks you're a spammer or a bot, but the reality is that this is diving too deep and trying to explain things that doesn't exist. From my personal experience, sometimes hashtags just don't work. It doesn't matter if you have copy-pasted them, it doesn't matter if you have reused them, they simply don't work. So don't try to analyze everything too deeply. Sometimes things are the way they are. Whilst we are on the topic of hashtags, let's quickly dive into myth number 3, which is you shouldn't copy and paste hashtags. As myth number 2 stated, sometimes things are just the way they are, and they are this way without any further explanation. People claim that Instagram tracks the way you actually input hashtags, and based on that information determines if you're a bot, spammer, etc. Even if this was true, in the real world, big brands and corporations do this all the time. Something that I want you to understand is that even if this was true, which isn't, Instagram wouldn't aggressively punish its users and reduce their reach. If you have great content, if it resonates with your audience, if you have an engaged audience, they will always find a way to promote and show your content to them. Now, the problem comes if you don't have these things. For that, you need to hit the subscribe button and the bell, because I will be doing plenty of videos on how you can dominate Instagram. The 4th myth is one of the most famous ones, which is about shadow banning. Oftentimes, people think that they have gotten shadow banned based on the information from one single day. So if their post didn't perform, let's say on Monday, they say on Tuesday that they have been shadow banned. And things don't work this way. You need to gather more information. It is like saying that if today you're not feeling well, you're not going to be feeling well for the rest of your life, which simply isn't true. What I want you to do is track your information for at least 2 weeks, which means 14 days. And if you truly see a decline in reach, and this is only for your account, you have reached out to others, you have asked them, you have polled your audience, etc., then you might have had issues which you can go to Instagram's live chat and try to understand more about. But otherwise, stop over analyzing. Before going into myth number 5, I actually want you to like this video and leave a comment below. Have you believed any of these myths before actually seeing this video. It would be super helpful for me. Thank you so much. And finally, the biggest myth of them all, the algorithm is against me. Some people think that the algorithm has something against them, which might be true. There might be a person on Instagram sitting behind a huge screen and just finding your account and saying, this guy, I don't like it, or this girl, I don't like her, I will reduce her reach, I will reduce her growth, etc. But in reality, the algorithm doesn't have anything against you. Yes, the algorithms change. Yes, in some cases, they might not benefit you. For example, right now, I don't have access to Reels, and Reels are being pushed so heavily currently in 2020 on Instagram. So me not having the ability to create Reels is basically hindering my options for growth. But this doesn't mean that Instagram has something against me or you for that matter. It just means that in the social media world, just like in the real world, the strongest doesn't survive. Rather, the most adaptable survive, and you need to adapt to this new space. Be brave enough to welcome this change and see how you can make it work even with it. These were the top 5 Instagram myths. Comment below if you believed any of them. And stay tuned for next week, in which I will actually be revealing, no myths, no bullshit, how the Instagram algorithm works in 2021. Also, I did mention a surprise in the beginning of this video and I haven't forgot. Go into this video description and you will find the freebie which I have created exactly for you right now. Thank you so much for being with me on this video. See you in the next one.